stream is powered by Nishtanet. Technically awesome. Chris Varney along with you and Jack McKee alongside. And we got Fletcher Toft as our videographer here this evening. And Jack, it's starting to get down to the wire here. It's senior night here at ACGC, and the 6 seniors for ACGC being honored here tonight as teams starting to wind down the regular season. In Class 1A, the playoffs will begin on Saturday, and now's the time you really want to be playing your best baseball.
Yeah, these are 2 teams in the West Central Conference in 1A, both 1A teams, and yeah, I mean, it's about that time to start playing serious baseball. I mean, you kind of have that postseason spot locked in, but you know, you always want to get a better seeding. I know playoffs are already set and ready to go, but it's always great to get a win on the board right before that happens.
These 2 teams, 2 of the smaller schools in the West Central Activities Conference. With Earlham, they're the only 1A schools in baseball. Everybody else is either 2A or, in the case of Des Moines Christian, actually they're 3A. So it's, I mean, the conference has actually grown. Some of the schools have grown in their enrollment. So these schools have kind of not grown as much. But it just goes to show you, what the changing landscape is. And the West Central is being affected by realignment as well. Des Moines Christian has said that they are going to leave the West Central and go into the little Hawkeye Conference. But that's for another day. A suspended game that it had to be suspended because of electricity. And ACGC won that game 5-4. The game was tied 4-4. In the 7th inning, and the Chargers pull that out. But then they lost to the Wildcats in the regularly scheduled game 7-4. But they've been playing good baseball. But there's some tough teams in this conference. And Madrid comes in with a record of 6-13. They're 3-11 in the conference. They haven't had as many wins in the conference this year. But both teams are throwing their ace pitchers here tonight. Yeah,
and it really interested me how similar these teams are when you look at brass tacks. You got the Madrid Tigers coming in with an average of 247 as a team. You've got the Chargers with a 248 average. And despite the Madrid Tigers coming in 6-13, they're 4-6 on the road. ACGC Chargers with a better record of 8-11, but they're 4-6 at home. So identical records when you look at the home and road splits there. And I mean, similar hits as well. 123 hits on the season for the Chargers, 127 for the Tigers. Similar RBIs and walks as well, Chris.
Yeah, and they played earlier in the season. This is the second meeting between these 2 teams, and ACGC won in a slugfest 17-12. But with both pitchers having their aces here tonight, it might be more of a pitcher's duel. But who knows? I've been known to expect one thing, and you see something completely different.
Definitely.
I mean, you just don't know what to expect here tonight. We expect a good baseball game here this evening as we start to wind down our regular season, and the playoffs actually begin Saturday for both of these teams. They're not in the same district or sub-state. We'll be talking about that throughout the evening. It's Madrid, and it's ACGC, and we'll throw out the first pitch. Coming up, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Community Insurance, and we'll talk baseball coming up here after this 2-minute timeout here on KSOM.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan. Oh, come on, Ref! That's simple human sense.
Call Community Insurance in Audubon today at 712-563-4422 or stop by at 422 Tracy Street in Audubon.
Pitcher for Madrid. He's 1-1 with a 3.15 ERA. Noah Kading, the starting pitcher for ACGC. He's a senior, 2-2, a 3.54 earned run average. We'll step aside for our national anthem, and we got baseball right around the corner as ACGC takes on Madrid. We're back after this here on KSOM.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please.
This week with the 4th of July coming up on Friday, as we start to gear up for the celebration of our nation's birthday. Right now, we're gearing up for baseball here tonight in Guthrie Center as Noah Kading on the bump for ACGC. Here's the starting lineup that he will face as turned in by Madrid's head coach, Jim Janovic. Emerson Bridgewater, the starting pitcher for the Tigers. He's a sophomore. He'll lead it off. Cole Dupree is an 8th grader. He's in center field. He'll bat second. Preston Wicker is the shortstop, a senior. He'll hit third. Colby Owens is doing the catching, a freshman in the cleanup spot for Madrid. Easton Halverson, the second baseman, and a junior, will bat 5th. McCoy Cooley at first base, and an 8th grader. He'll hit 6th. Brady Springer in right field, and a sophomore is in the 7th position. Connor Petticord, the designated hitter, and a freshman, will bat 8th. And Mason Mormon in left field, and a sophomore, and he will hit 9th. And on the mound for ACGC, Noah Kading, 2-2 record, 3.54 ERA in 29 2/3 innings. He's allowed 21 runs, 15 earned on 36 hits. He has walked 9, struck out 35 in 29 2/3 innings. Opponents are hitting .303 against him. So GC, in terms of a starter, Blaze Dorsey has kind of emerged as the number 2 starter with Ben Franzine and Tommy Scram kind of to complete the rotation for ACGC. We saw Kading Jack earlier this season when he struck out 13 in a win over Exira EHK.
Yeah, and he looked really uniform there. Noah Kading did a great job against that Exira EHK squad, and I'm excited to see what he can do next.
So Emerson Bridgewater, a tall right-handed hitter, will step in for the Madrid Tigers, and he will lead things off, and he swings at the first pitch and lines it into the gap in left center field, and one pitch, one hit to start the ball game. We start a little bit late here tonight. First pitch is at 7:10 p.m. So Cole Deppy will step in for the Madrid Tigers. I think I said Dupree in the lineup, so my mistake. Cole Deppy, center fielder, will step in as Bridgewater gets on the first pitch from Kading. And he's into the wind, and that one's on the outside corner for a called strike to Deppy, hitting .288 with 11 RBIs on the season. Beautiful night for baseball here. All the rains that we had last week have gone away. We have sunshine, 81 degrees. Here at game time, here's a bunt. Good bunt on the third base side. Fielded by Policki. Throws to first and got the out there by about a step, maybe 3/4 of a step. Good play by Policki charging in from third. It'll be a sacrifice for Deppy. And there's one gone here in the top of the first inning. Bridgewater moves on to second. And here is Preston Wicker now, the number 3 hitter and the shortstop for the Tigers. Defensively behind Cale, Tommy Scram in center, Will Scram, Peyton Policki making that last play at third. Joe Fagan is at shortstop. First pitch is inside to Wicker. Chase Slaybaugh, the second baseman for the Chargers. Ben Franzine over at first. Tatum Bates, the catcher. Noah Kading, the senior pitcher. Rudder at second, 1 out. And the count is 1-0, strikes to Wicker. Breaking ball, and that's a high fly ball hit into center field. And jumping up is Scram. And he might have underran the ball a little bit, but he still leaped up or jumped up and made the catch. Again, 6-13 on the season, 3-11 in the conference. And a break too little inside, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. Did they rule that first pitch a strike?
Board says 2-1, Chris, so I'll go with that.
Owens has the runner at second, and he takes his strike on the outside corner, and it's even now at 2-2. That first pitch must have been a strike. Short-term memory. I think that was a skit on Saturday Night Live. Now the 2-2 pitch, and just missing away as Kading kind of slid right across the plate and just missing outside. The count is full now to Owens. First base open, so Milani won't be running here. And the payoff pitch. And down low for ball 4. And Milani, by the way, was running, and he took third, which you're not supposed to do, but he got away with it.
You think he heard you, Chris?
Well, apparently, but he's going to get a stolen base for it, and ACGC didn't make a throw down there. So runners on the corners, 2 outs for Easton Halverson now. And now they're going to run for Owens, who is the catcher. Well, let's see if I look at the correct roster this time. Liam Chermagol will run for him. And so Halverson will step in. He only has 2. ACGC coming to bat here on KSOM.
What's it mean to be in good hands?
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-24 Principal Financial in Atlanta.
Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race it to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic. And then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
In center field will lead it off. Will Scram, his younger brother, an 8th grader, in right field bats second. Chase Slaybaugh, the junior at second base, will hit third. Ben Franzine at first base, and a senior hitting in the cleanup spot. Noah Kading, the starting pitcher, and a senior will hit 5th. Tatum Bates, senior catcher, will bat 6th. Peyton Policki, a senior at third base of the 7th spot. Blaze Dorsey, the designated hitter, and a junior, will hit 8th. And Jackson Frang, a senior in left field, will bat 9th. And Tommy Scram in from the left side against Bridgewater, and he takes a strike, 0-1. The numbers on Bridgewater: he's making his 5th start of the year. He does have 1 relief appearance, 1-1 record, and a 3.15 ERA. He's allowed 19 runs, only 9 earned on 19 hits this season. 11 walks, 26 strikeouts in 20 innings of work. Swing and a hard ground ball past the second baseman. Halverson out in the right field for a base hit. And Scram gets the Chargers started with a leadoff single. For Bridgewater, opponents only hitting 184 against him, but Scram says enough of that. I'm going to hit one hard, and he got a pitch, and he drove it into right. He could be running here as Will Scram comes up. 2-0 Madrid in the bottom of the first. Tommy in incredible speed. 20 stolen bases on the year. And in the top 5, he actually ranks, last time I saw, was 4th in the conference. So Will stands in from the left side. And he swings at the first pitch and pops it up. Shallow center field, going to be a long run, and they can't get there. They throw it to second, and it's an out. Oh, it's going to turn into a fielder's choice. Tommy Scram didn't go far enough down the line. Then he had to scram to get to second. Scamper, if you will. I was trying to say scamper, but it came out scram, and he is forced out. Oh, what a tough break.
Yeah, and that's a great moment of thinking on your feet from Cole Deppy in center field. Doesn't make the play, but able to react nicely, throw it straight to second.
So Chase Slaubaugh, now the batter, instead of runners at first and second and nobody out, is a runner at first and 1 out. Slaubaugh hitting .321 with 7 RBIs in the season. No hit for Will Scram. Tommy just needed to get further down the line and did not. And a breaking ball by Bridgewater is outside. 1 ball to no strikes to Slaubaugh. Defensively behind Bridgewater, Mason Mormon in left field, Cole Deppy in center, Brady Springer in right. And fast one in there for a called strike. 1-1 to Slaubaugh. Ivano Viglo is at third base. Preston Wicker, the shortstop. Easton Halverson, the second baseman. McCoy Cooley over at first. And he's going to catch the ball from Bridgewater, although it was thrown low. I might have popped out of his mitt briefly, but not that far away. Colby Owens is the catcher for the Tigers. And on the bump, Bridgewater. Emerson Bridgewater, the sophomore. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Slaubaugh. And that one slips out of the mitt of Owens, and down to second goes Will. So it'll be a pass ball because Owens took his eye off of it briefly, and that caused him to drop it, and it slipped out. It was not an easy catch by any means, but nevertheless, Scram advances, and it's 2 balls and a strike to Slaubaugh. Trying to strike back after Madrid 2 in the top of the first. There's a curveball in there for a called strike on the outside corner, and we're even at 2-2. Slaubaugh from the right side. Bridgewater, the tall right-hander, and that one just missed a little bit outside, and the count is full now to Slaubaugh. Ben Franzine, the big hulking cleanup hitter, is on deck, and one of the seniors. The payout pitch and a swing and a miss for strike 3. Off-speed pitch, and Slaubaugh went chasing. And so there's 2 gone in the first. Will Scram still at second, and Franzine will step in. Franzine with tremendous power from the left side, although he does not have a home run this year. He has 9 RBIs. There's not a lot of power for either of these teams. Nobody has really a lot of extra base hits. They both rely on station-to-station baseball. First pitch from Bridgewater in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, and to add on to that, I think only 1 home run between both teams. That's coming from Jackson Frang of ACGC, and he's batting number 9 in this one.
Yeah, and ACGC has like 23 extra base hits, and Madrid has even less than that. Oh, a check swing by Franzine. Did he go around? The appeal, and the umpire really was not in a good position to make the call, but they had to appeal to somebody. The ump is out by second base. You ideally want somebody down the third base line with a lefty. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Franzine. He almost went around on that. Bridgewater glances at the runner at second and misses high and outside, and now falls behind strikes.
Yeah, and when the head umpire kind of calls to that second base umpire like that, I'd argue he doesn't really have a much better view, so I don't think he has the eyes really there to see it.
3-0 to Franzine. I don't think he'll get the green light. He does not, and takes one under a called strike. Bridgewater took something off of that one and found the strike zone. 3-1 to Franzine. 233 hitter. Has a runner at second with 2 outs as ACGC looking for 2-out lightning in the bottom of the first, trailing 2-0. Bridgewater set, the 3-1. And a good breaking ball. Speed just floats right in there. Franzine let it go by. It's a called strike. And the count is full. So Bridgewater has come back. He's taken a little something off his last 2 pitches. and he has found the strike zone. He's got those orange socks up high with white stripes on them. Socks almost to his knees. The payoff pitch. That's low, ball 4. So Francine earns his walk. And 2 on, 2 out for Noah Kading, who can help his own cause here after giving up 2 unearned runs on the top of the first. He gets a chance to strike back in the bottom half of the inning. Noah hitting 250 on the year, but he's an RBI guy. Off speed in there for a called strike. On the outside corner, nothing in run. Kading has 17 ribbies on the air, which leads the club. He's got first and second and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And the 0-1 from Bridgewater. Swing and a slow chopper, bounce to third, and all that Viglo has to do is field it and stand on the bag, tap it for the force, and that will retire the side. For ACGC, no runs, 1 hit, and they leave 2. Through a full complete inning, it's Madrid 2 and ACGC nothing here on KSOM.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
So Madrid with a 2-0 lead as we head to the second inning. Chris and Jack along with you. And Fletch alongside, handling the video. 2 runs for the Tigers at the top of the first. Connor Petticord will lead things off for the Tigers. Madrid in the orange uniforms. And the Chargers in the all-white with black numbers outlined in yellow. First pitch from Kading to Petticord is high for ball 1. Petticord hitting 161 with 3 RBIs, the designated hitter from the left side. Swings at the 0-1 and fouls it way out of play. And it's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, the West Central Conference, very competitive in baseball. They have 4 teams that have separated themselves kind of from the rest of the pack right now. The 1-1 and the fastball, it's fouled back to the screen. It's 1-2 now to Petticord. Pleasantville is ranked 2nd in Class 2A, and they are undefeated in the West Central. Des Moines Christian is very good. They only have 2 conference losses. They're a 3A team. 1-2. Kading just missed a tad high with that one. It's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Interstate 35 is pretty good as well, and Van Meter is ranked 3rd in 2A. And there's a strike 3 call right at the knees by Kading. Good pitch, and Petticord let it go by. First strikeout for Kading. What a way for Mason Mormon. Ogden is not bad. I mean, they're 4th place in the conference. They're actually 8-9 in conference play. Woodward Granger is slightly ahead of them, but Ogden has a better overall record. First pitch in there for a called strike to Mormon, 0-1. Mason hitting 348 with 4 RBIs of the season. Madrid up 2-0. Kading into the wind on the 0-1. And a check swing, that's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Woodward Granger solid along with ACGC. And then you get to Earlham, Madrid, Panorama, West Central Valley towards the bottom part of the conference as Kading just misses away 1-2. But Pleasantville is as good as any team in the entire state, and Madrid has to face them tomorrow. 1-2 pitch, and that's a strike 3 call to the inside corner from Kading. Back-to-back strikeout lookings for Noah Kading. And 2 out, nobody aboard. Top of the lineup, and Emerson Bridgewater.
Caden coming out with a vengeance after those 2 unearned runs in the top of the first. Looking very good out there.
Bridgewater swung on the first pitch and singled into right, and he takes the first pitch in there for a called strike. Check swing, he doesn't agree. 0-1 to Bridgewater. His courtesy runner later scored for Madrid on the first run of the game. The 0-1 squirts all the way back to the screen in the dirt. 1-1 to Bridgewater. The best player in the conference belongs to Pleasantville, and he actually has the triple crown for the West Central.
Wow.
The 1-1, and that's low and inside. 2 balls and a strike to Bridgewater. Braylon Bingham from Pleasantville, who already has an offer from Iowa State to play football, and he's only a sophomore. 2-1 pitch, a breaking ball outside. 3-1 out of Bridgewater. He's batting .494 with 6 homers, 38 RBIs for the Trojans. Here's the 3-1 to Bridgewater, and he misses him. Outside, ball 4. And that's the second walk allowed by Keating. Cole Deppy now the batter for Madrid. He's a pretty good pitcher, too. He's got an ERA under 1. Milani will come in and run for Bridgewater. 0.76 earned run average for Bingham. He's only a sophomore.
Man, that's amazing.
Deppy hitting .288, 11 RBIs on the season. 2-0 Madrid, 2 out, runner at first. Here for Deppy. Swings at the high one and a chopper at the third. Politsky, it eats him up. And backing up at short is Fagan, but the ball took a wicked hop on Politsky, and there was nowhere for him to go with it as the ball got by him, and that'll be unfortunate. It's a third error of the ball game. So 2 on, 2 out, and Preston Wicker now the batter for Madrid. And another opportunity for the Tigers to take advantage of defensive miscues, and the first pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Wicker flied to center his first time up. Madrid has another opportunity, and a fastball a little bit inside. Wicker turns around from it. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Wicker. 1 hit so far for Madrid. Not in this inning. A walk and an error. 2-0, and it's swung on and fouled away on the third base side, and it's 2-1. Just to show, I mean, Bingham, the triple crown right now. .494, 6 homers, 38 RBIs to lead batting average, home runs, RBIs. You just don't see it very often in anything in baseball. That one's popped out of play foul on the first base side, and it's now 2-2 to Wicker. The last man in the major leagues to earn the triple crown was Miggy Cabrera for the Detroit Tigers, and that was 13 years ago. And the previous guy was Carl Yastrzemski in 1967. That just tells you something about winning a triple crown, how tough it is, as Wicker fouls it back to the screen, and it stays 2-2.
Yeah, it's hard to come by. And then as a Royals fan, I remember going against Miggy back in the day, and it's not fun.
Oh. Of course, after Cabrera won his triple crown, he started to fade a little bit after that. The 2-2 to Wicker. And a high pop fly on a cloudless day. It might bring rain. Coming in at shortstop is Fagan on the grass. He looks up, gravity prevails, and he makes the catch. And that will end the potential threat in the second for Madrid. No runs, no hits, a walk, an error, and 2 left aboard. Through an inning and a half, it's Madrid 2, ACGC nothing here on KSOM.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
Sewer and septic needs. High school baseball on KSOM.
So we go to the bottom of the second inning, 2-0 Madrid here on a gorgeous night for baseball.
Starting things off for the Chargers in the bottom of the
Tatum Bates will lead things off for the Chargers. It will be 6, 7, and 8 in the ACGC lineup against Emerson Bridgewater for the Madrid Tigers. And the first pitch to Bates is way high and inside as he ducks out of the way of ball one.
I'll never forget Bates simply because of his bat.
Yeah, he's got the pencil bat. We remember that the first time around. The 1-0 and a swing got a buzz for strike one. Wasn't sharp on that swing. That's it. No more cliches. We'll end it right now. The 1-1 pitch, and that's a strike by Bridgewater in the outside corner. He looks sharp with that one.
Couldn't help yourself?
No. 1-2. Bates, a 263 hitter, 6 RBIs on the season. He reaches forward and pops it up. Back is short, going back. 2 fielders collide, and the ball falls to the ground. Wicker at short, Deppy at center, and all the way into second base is Bates with a double. You could maybe call that an error, but I don't know. I got to give him a base hit. That is not an easy play for Wicker at short to go back. And both the guys are kind of, one of them at least is slow getting up.
Yeah, I believe that's Deppy. I
The
think
center fielder, yeah.
Yeah, Wicker was pretty slow to get up. It looks like he's taking a kneel now.
It was a high pop fly that Bates reached for and hit it right off the end of the bat, and he hit it softly, but he had enough power on it to get it up into the air and get it over the head of the shortstop, Wicker, who went back on the play, and then he tried to reach up and make the catch, and at the same time, Deppy was coming in flying from center field almost, and the two collided, and the ball fell to the ground. Now, you could maybe call an error on one or the other, but I got to give him a hit because when I can't fault Deppy at all for an error there coming in. He was just making a play, and obviously either one person didn't call it, or if they did, the other did not hear it. And certainly we're concerned with Cole Deppy right now, who is still lying. He's sitting up now. So hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him. And he begins to stand up and try to catch his breath. Ooh, I don't like that. He fell right back down. Well, he didn't fall down. He just sort of kind of crumpled down a little bit. So let's take a break as we are concerned with Cole Deppy, the center fielder for Madrid. It's 2-0 Madrid with 1 on and nobody out at the bottom of the second inning, and we're back after this here on KSOM.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
Safety net that you and your family need. Cheap policies are cheap for a reason. If you have one of these online plans, call an actual responsible human at Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We can give you a policy from a reputable company like Auto Owners Insurance. Give us a call today for a free competitive quote. Brocker Carnes & Carnes and Auto Owners Insurance, a winning combination.
High school baseball on KSOM.
Well, unfortunately, Cole Deppy has to be helped from the field with two different players, two different people helping him off of the field. So you never like to see that. He sat up, then he actually stood up, and then he just fell right back down. And not a good situation there. So I have no idea what the new defensive alignment is now going to be.
Seeing a number 6, Eli Peterson at second base.
So Peterson at second, and Halverson may be moving to the outfield. I saw Springer in there, but he's the right fielder. So I'm not sure. It looks like Springer is staying in right. I couldn't see the number completely. I think Halverson has moved to center field, but we'll have to catch that up later on. But certainly we're more concerned with Halverson's in right. So Springer does now move to center. Halverson moves from second to right, and Peterson now at second. So we thank our fans in front of us for helping us out. So there's the new defensive alignment for Madrid as Bridgewater going through some warm-up pitches after the delay. And certainly our thoughts are with Cole Deppy, who got the worst of that collision. And so now Peyton Politsky will stand in for ACGC after the delay. Politsky batting .269 with 5 RBIs of the season. So it's 2-0 Madrid. Bates the runner at second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch from Bridgewater is outside for ball 1. So it's up to Emerson Bridgewater to regain his rhythm that he had. He gave up a leadoff single in the first. There was a walk with 2 outs, but he got a strikeout, a couple of bouncing balls. That one's in the dirt. And a block from Owens, and he falls behind 2 balls and no strikes to Politsky. Sometimes pitchers, they get into a rhythm, and then when you have a little bit of a delay like that, it can disrupt things. And then you got to re-get your rhythm. And there's Politsky, hammers one in his straightaway center field, but Springer.
96.5 KSOM.
Springer. What happened? One got disconnected.
Next up for the Chargers, it's number 7, Jackson Frank.
What did Politsky do?
Flew out to center field, then Dorsey was pop out foul on the right side to first base.
The stream still has your audio.
got knocked off. Sometimes that happens when you're dealing with computers and internet issues and everything like that. But ACGC came up empty in the bottom of the second inning. Tatum Bates got a leadoff double. Politsky fly to center. Blaze Dorsey popped out. I did not see what Jackson Frang did.
It looks like Tatum Bates actually got caught in a rundown on the way back to second base in the middle of the at-bat. And he was trying to run down to third, and he actually got tagged out there. So
okay, so caught stealing for Tatum Bates. And so one hit for the Chargers. Nobody left aboard in that bottom of the second inning. So Jackson Frang will lead things off in the third for the Chargers. And so Madrid scores 2 runs on the opening frame on 2 errors, and then a third error by ACGC in the second, but it does not result in any runs. So far, Noah Keating has thrown 2 innings. He's allowed 2 runs, none of which are earned on the evening. So we go to the third inning, and Madrid holding a 2-0 lead over the ACGC Chargers. Noah Keating's last start came against Panorama, and he went 7 innings through 105 pitches and threw a 7-hit shutout against his arch rivals. Walked 1 and struck out 6 in the victory there. So Keating had one of his better starts of the season, and then earlier in the year, his first start was against Xyri HK, in which he struck out 15. I said 13, I think, earlier. It was actually 15. So Colby Owens will lead things off for Madrid, and he takes a first pitch in there for a called strike. And it's 0-1 to Owens, who walked in the first and later scored on the error. And that pitch is low from Keating, and it's even now at 1 ball, 1 strike. So Madrid with the 2 runs in the top of the first, and the Chargers have been unable to answer. And that one is on the outside corner for a called strike. 1-2 now to Owens, a .236 hitter for the Madrid Tigers. And Keating into the wind, and the pitch floats across the zone, but then breaks outside, and it's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 pitch from Keating. Swing and a high pop fly in a shallow right. Backing up at second, stumbling a little bit is Slayball, but he makes a basket catch while falling down right on the edge of the outfield grass for out number 1. Wowzers.
Yeah, an interesting catch there by Slayball. He kind of caught it while he was falling to his knees. Great concentration right there to get the out.
So 1 away, and that'll bring on Easton Halverson for the Tigers. So some shaky defense for ACGC early on, but Slayball was able to recover and make a nice play there as Halverson, first pitch hit him. Breaking ball didn't break as much as what Keating wanted to, and it broke right into, like, just above his belt, hit him on the side. So what a surprise, a hit by pitch. I mean, I'm all for trying to throw inside, but we've seen a lot of hit by pitches this year. And a 1-out base runner for the Tigers, and that'll bring on McCoy Cooley. And Keating immediately throws, and not even sliding back into the bag is Halverson. He does lead Madrid with 17 stolen bases on the season, so Keating well aware of that. Swing by Cooley, and he pops it up and back. And it's out of play heading towards the football field, and it's 0-1. We're being probed. There's a... what do you call? What should I call it?
That's a drone.
Drone. That's the word I was thinking of. I need to come up with these new words and new fangled technology. There's a drone up right over top of us. Maybe that's why we're having problems with the internet. The drone is interfering with us. I guess China doesn't want us on the air. It's all China's fault, you know. I got nothing with the people, with the government. That one's popped up into shallow right field. Going back, this time staying on his feet is Slayball, and he's able to make the catch in shallow right field for out number 2. And that'll bring on Brady Springer. It disappeared now. I see as soon as I talk about the drone, I'm a little paranoid when I see drones like that. I was watching, I tend to watch like episodes of FBI in the summer. You know, I love the TV show FBI and CBS.
Yeah, sure.
First pitch to Springer is up high for ball one. And there was an episode where some guy stole some drones and used it to attack. And so now I'm thinking, now I'm scared of drones. He shows bunt, takes a strike at the outside corner. Springer, and it's should be 0-2. I thought the first pitch was a strike, wasn't it? 0-2. The count to Springer. 2-0 Madrid with 2 out, 1 on in the third. Runner goes. That's bunted foul. That's strike 2 now, at very least. So I guess that first pitch was a ball. 1-2. The count to Springer, who was 0 for 18 on the year. He does have 3 RBIs. He bounced one back to the pitcher his first time up. Madrid 2 runs in the top of the first inning. Springer likes to choke up on that bat. And he committed on the bunt attempt and misses for strike 3. Third strikeout for Kading, and that will retire the side of the third. For Madrid, no runs, no hits, a hit batter, and 1 man left aboard. We head to the bottom of the third inning, and it's Madrid 2, ACGC nothing here on KSOM.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
So we go to the bottom of the third inning. Jackson Frang, who was up when Tatum Bates was caught on a rundown, and he will lead things off for the Chargers. They trail it 2-0 to Madrid. Frang, a 185 hitter. He has the only home run of anybody on this baseball field here today. Madrid has no dingers on the season. Frang has 1. The first pitch from Bridgewater is low for ball 1. ACGC will play AHSTW. A lot of initials all start with A on Saturday. And that one is low again from Bridgewater. 2 balls and no strikes to Frang. These 2 conference rivals will not be in the same sub-state or district, for that matter. ACGC in sub-state 8, district 16. 2 balls and a strike now, the count to Frang as he chops one foul. If ACGC can get by the Vikings, and that game, by the way, will be played at Woodbine. Swing, foul back to the screen. 6 in District 12. They'll play Southeast Warren with their record not being as strong. Southeast Warren will be the home team, and they are 11-6 on the season. First pitch to Scram, a little bit up high for ball 1. The winner of that one will play either Ankeny Christian or Melcher Dallas. That district seems to be wide open. District 12, Southeast Warren, among the better teams in that district. There's a strike that actually popped out of the mid of Owens, but it's ruled a strike at the outside corner to Scram, and it's even at 1-1. Scram is the only hit of the game for the Chargers. He led off the bottom of the first by powering it into right. And that one just missed low. Scram looked it all the way into the mid of the catcher, Owens. 2 balls at a strike. I talked to Tommy over the weekend. Good interview. That's on our website at westerniowatoday.com. 2-1 pitch is outside. Tommy plays all the sports. He plays football. He plays basketball. He runs track. I guess you can't say he plays track, does he? That would be.
I'd say both are right.
Both are right. 3-1. Scram swings and fouls it in the batter's box, and the count is full. But he likes baseball. And for whatever reason, he's a New York Mets fan. We won't hold that against him. The payoff pitch is outside, ball 4. And so Scram is aboard. He does not strike out much. He's only struck out about 12 times in his last 2 seasons combined. So, and he's got a high on base percentage. It's up over 500 on the air. I think last I saw was 560 some. Here's Will Scram, his younger brother. Tommy goes, and the pitch is looped. That could be trouble into left center field. That's going to be a base hit. Tommy was running, and he heads all the way to third as the throw arrives. He's in there standing up, and Will Scram, a little hit and run, and the Chargers have runners on the corners.
Yeah, they kind of had the outfield shifted right there, so it was pretty open in like left center. And yeah, Will Scram beating the shift there. Nice job.
Well, it didn't work out for the Scram brothers the first time around when Scram popped up, and it looked like he was going to be maybe caught, or perhaps it dropped in there, though, in the center field, and then Deppy was the center fielder, and he actually threw in behind Tommy and forced him out at second. So here's Slayball now, and he looks to bunt, and he pops it up and back and heading toward the football field over the screen, and it's 0-1 to Slayball. 2-0 Madrid with runners on the corners. And there's only one out here in this bottom of the third. Slayball struck out his first time up. So they showed bunt. It was not a suicide squeeze. I didn't see Tommy break. Bigelow is way in at third base for Madrid. Bridgewater will throw to first. Boy, it was low, and Cooley dropped it initially, but at least he stopped it. And no chance for Tommy to advance from third. Will has 8 stolen bases on the year. Madrid trying to keep him close. So ACGC can run things around here a little bit. Will Scram takes off from first, and a fake throw from Owens. He bluffed. Tommy Scram was not buying, and Will Scram will have a stolen base. So now runners at second and third. The count is 1-1 to Slayball. Now 2 in scoring position for Slayball's a .321 hitter with 7 RBIs on the season. They trail at 2-0. And the pitch, and that gets all the way back to the screen. Takes a great bounce. Throw to Bridgewater, and he's out. Oh, what a spectacular bounce off the backstop. And Owens threw it to Bridgewater, who blocked a plate easily and tagged out Tommy Scram. And that's a bounce of a lifetime.
Yeah, and along with that, Owens was ready for that bounce. You know, normally these catchers, they'll take off towards where the ball was last seen. But, I mean, he kind of heard that bounce maybe and just put his glove up in the air, and he's ready for it. And a nice flip to Bridgewater. He was there to cover the plate.
That just took a hop on the grass, then hopped off the fence, the backstop, and right in the hands of Owens. And Bridgewater's pitch is way outside, and it's 3 balls a strike now to Slayball. So now 2 outs here in the third inning. Will Scram was able to advance to third. 3-1 to Slayball. High and inside for ball 4. So Bridgewater, his second walk of the inning, end of the game. And that'll bring on Ben Franzine. So ACGC, both teams, as I said, they're playing in the 1A playoffs starting on Saturday night. And this will probably be the 2 pitchers that they will use, Bridgewater for Madrid and Kading for ACGC. So they're getting their final looks in the regular season here tonight. Franzine steps in from the left side. And Bridgewater from the belt. First pitch, and that is drilled to deep center field and over the head of Springer, and that will go all the way to the wall. Will Scram scores easily, rounding third and heading for home. It's Slayball. The throw gets away. Slayball slides in head first. It's a 2-run double for Franzine, and he ties the game at 2.
Way to step up to the pressure. Ben Franzine says, bring it on, Tigers.
His 10th and 11th RBI of the year as Slayball scores all the way from first. A clutch 2-out, 2-run double. And that'll bring on Noah Kading. Boy, he hammered that ball, and you just didn't know if Springer was going to have the opportunity to catch it. Kading looks at a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Kading reached on a fielder's choice to end the first when he bounced it to third. As the Chargers come back to tie it here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitch and a ground ball down the line at third, but foul. And it's 0-2 to Kading. Kading a .250 hitter, but again leading this team in RBIs. And Franzine got a big 2-out hit, and now Kading trying to follow suit. Bridgewater trying to get out of the frame. The 0-2 pitch way inside. Kading leans out of the way. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Charger pitcher. ACGC looking for its 9th win of the year. Madrid looking for number 7. Trying to play well down the stretch here in advance of the playoffs. Oh, a good breaking ball, a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that will retire the side. But Franzine comes through with a 2-out, 2-run double. 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, 1 left. We played 3, and it's 2-2, Madrid and ACGC. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Community Insurance here on KSOM.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Call Community Insurance in Audubon today at 712-563-4422 or stop by at 422 Tracy Street in Audubon.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
We played 3 innings. We're tied 2-2. We head to the 4th. Here with the play-by-play, Jack McKee.
Thank you very much, Chris. Due up for the Madrid Tigers, it'll be Connor Petticard, the number 8 hitter, along with Mason Mormon, and we'll restart the lineup at Emerson Bridger. For now, it's Petticord. First pitch is going to be high for ball 1 as Kading takes the mound once again. He's pitched 50 so far in this one with 30 strikes. 2-2 here in ACGC. And down low for ball 2, Petticord looks at it. So batter's count now for Petticord. He's batting 161 on the season with 5 hits and 3 RBIs. Pitch number 3, he'll take it for ball number 3.
First 3 pitches haven't come anywhere close yet, and this is the 8-hitter.
Kading gets his call. And in there for strike 1, Petticord won't even think about hitting it. 3 RBIs on the season for Petticord. He's DHing for Evanov Viglo at third base. 3-1 count. High pop up on the left side. It'll be out of play. That's Peyton Pollocky trying to make an attempt at it, but it looks like it went over the fence. And
Politsky slipped right by the fence.
Did he really? I've got an umbrella covering me on the left side.
Yeah.
There.
Well, I saw him on the ground. He slipped by the fence, and but he's back up. The coaches for Madrid were out of their dugout, but he's fine. He's a gamer.
Valiant effort there, anyways, and we'll do it over. 3-2 count. In there for strike 1, Petticord looks at it. That's the 4th strikeout for Kading. And he's looking very strong in this one, Chris.
Well, what a great job by Kading to rebound there. I mean, the first 3 pitches nowhere near the strike zone. He comes back 3-0, gets a foul ball, and then he frames it perfectly on the outside corner. And pitchers have to have short memories themselves.
Mason Mormon up now. He'll take ball 1 high. Mason Mormon, the number 9 hitter. He's in left field in this one. He's batting .350 on the season. Very impressive for the number 9 hitter. 1-0 count now. High and outside. And Mason Mormon will take it once again.
He's falling behind the hitters. I mean, you have to know you're facing the 8 and 9 hitters here.
2-0. High and outside once again. Pretty much the same spot there for Mason Mormon. And he is in a nice position here. 3-0 count now. 3-0 count. And in there for strike 1, Mason Mormon looks at it.
So sorry, Jack, I was going to say the funny thing is about Kading is he allowed the first hit to the first batter of the game and hasn't allowed a hit since.
And ball is tipped. It comes off the bat, and it's Bates catching it, and it'll be 3-2.
I mean, not that he hasn't made mistakes. He's walked a couple, hit a batter, but he's pitched better.
Going outside for ball 4, as you say that, Chris.
And then he walks his third batter of the night. And it's the 9-hitter.
So Mason Mormon will take first base, and we'll do the lineup over again. It'll be Emerson Bridgewater, who can help his own cause here. He's batting .333 on the season, 20 hits, 12 RBIs. He kind of has like a Randy Johnson look to him. He's throwing righty in this one, but he's very tall. He's got a nice fastball. Stands pretty much straight up in the box.
I wonder how many times he's been asked the question, do you play basketball?
I'm sure he does.
I'm sure he's a heck of a baseball player, let me tell you.
Yeah, in these 1A schools, I mean, you pretty much play anything you get your hands on. Emerson Bridgewater looks at strike 1 just on the outside edge. It'll be Mason Mormon on first base for him. Looks at his phone for the signal.
He's got a phone in his pocket? Can't be a phone.
0-1 count now for Bridgewater. And throwing to second is Bates. It won't be in time. It was Mason Mormon stealing the base.
Well, Bates a double clutch there, throwing it to second on the run. Mormon will get his 7th stolen base of the year, but he just couldn't get it out of his mitt initially.
Yeah, Mormon looked really good off the jump there. 1-1 pitch. High fly ball to left center field. They'll have to call for it, and it'll be the left fielder, Jackson Frang, coming in to catch it. He'll throw it back in a rush, and Mason Mormon will stay at second. So Emerson Bridgewater, he's 1 for 2 with that fly out to left center. He singled on the first pitch of the game, actually, in the first inning, and then walked in the second.
I'm still fantasized by it. Was that a phone, actually, that he had in his back pocket?
It was probably his playbook.
I think it was something else. Couldn't have been a phone.
Strike 1 for number 6, Cole Deppy. It'll actually be Peterson, Eli Peterson, taking his place. Cole Deppy came out in the third inning. Swing and a miss for strike 2 as Eli Peterson takes over Cole Deppy's place. He had came out in the third inning due to injury. He had kind of collided on a fly ball attempt with the shortstop Wicker.
Peterson hitting .179 on the season. Ooh.
Outside for ball 1 as Peterson looks at it.
I think he might have crossed up Bates there, or they got crossed up because Bates was coming up. I think he maybe he's thinking inside, and that was way high and outside.
The 1-2 pitch, just low for ball 2.
Peterson, I don't think, liked that breaking ball. He looked it all the way into the mid, and he's lucky it was out of the zone.
Yeah, 2-2 is your score here in ACGC. Madrid came on the board early, and ACGC responded last inning. Takes ball 3, Eli Peterson. He's batting number 2 in the order, replacing Cole Deppy. And on the deck is Preston Wicker. Low for ball 4 as Kading walks the second batter. And Mason Mormon's going to take third on the walk, and that's just awesome base running aggressiveness there. I mean, that's kind of just something you don't expect as a defense all the time.
Well, again, falling asleep on the throw back. It was just Mormon timing it perfectly. You can't ignore the runner even after you complete a walk, and Kading would love to have that at bat back in terms of the way he pitched.
It'll be number 12, Preston Wicker, up to bat now. He'll take strike 1 just on the outside corner there. That 1 pitch is outside for ball number 1. So tied up at 1 now. Preston Wicker, .298 average on the season so far. 17 hits and 10 RBIs. He's got a chance at another one here. 1-1, runner goes. And Bates won't even look at him. So it'll be catcher's indifference there. As Eli Peterson takes second.
I think the scorer for Madrid will probably give him a stolen base.
Probably. And foul tipped. It'll come off the foot of Eli Peterson, I believe. Or
And that
Wicker.
ball was rolling up the first base line, but it hit off the foot. So, I mean, once it hits off the foot and you're in the batter's box, it's a dead ball. But it was kind of hanging there on the line there for a second there. I thought maybe it wasn't off the foot. But
it was kind of dancing on the line on the right side. 1-2 count now for Preston Wicker. The pitch is fouled off on the right side towards the backstop.
Did a good job of getting a piece of that breaking ball.
So we'll do it over at 1-2. Runners on first and third for Wicker. He's got a great opportunity here to break this tie. 1-2 pitch. Low, and it comes back up off the mitt of Kading, or not Kading, Bates, and it kind of hit him in the face softly there. Kind of had to flinch out of the way. So it'll be 2-2 with the score being 2-2. The pitch is high for ball 3. Great take there by Preston Wicker, the number 3 hitter. So runners on second and third for Wicker. He's going to swing and a miss for strike 3, and that is the 5th strikeout for Noah Kading. He did a great job of damage control there and allowing the score to remain the same. So 2-2 your score here after the 4th. We'll be right back here on KSOM.
Where you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race it to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic, and then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
Welcome back here to Guthrie Center as the Madrid Tigers travel to ACGC in a conference matchup. 2-2 is your score here in Guthrie Center on 96.5 KSOM. Also streaming live on YouTube at Western Iowa Today TV, as well as our website, westerniowatoday.com. So due up for the ACGC Chargers, it'll be Tatum Bates, Peyton Pollocky, and Blaze Dorsey. Tatum Bates, 263 average on the season so far. Still Emerson Bridgewater on the mound for the Madrid Tigers. Pitch number 1 is going to hit him on the elbow, and Tatum Bates will take.
I think Dean is questioning whether it hit him or not.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have the best angle here in Guthrie Center. I mean, anything that's not on the helmet or on the legs, you kind of can't really see. The body covers most of it.
Well, they're going to say it's still a hit by pitch.
Yeah, so Emerson Bridgewater won't be out of the windup for long. He'll change to the stretch here with a runner on first. Up to bat now, Peyton Pollocky, the third baseman. He flew out to center in the second inning. Hard swing. It comes off his leg again, it looks like, and it'll be foul. That would have definitely been fair, I think. It would have been on the left side, but his foot was there to block it.
Politsky, a great athlete. I got a chance to talk to him during basketball season. He was just a phenomenal rebounder for ACGC, which had a great basketball season. They went all the way to the sub-state finals and darn near went to state.
The 0-1 pitch is outside for ball, or strike 1 actually went around. Peyton Pollocky did, and it'll be 0-2 now. Score is 2-2 here in ACGC with the Madrid Tigers taking on the Chargers. Bridgewater looks back. It's going to get past the first baseman, and Tatum Bates is going to try to run to second, and he has all the time in the world. That rolled a mile. He's going to try to extend it to third, actually. Wow. And wow, look at the wheels on that man. I mean, there's a lot of space in between first base and the fence there, but I didn't think there was that much space.
Well, there's a lot of foul ground behind first base, much more than behind home plate, and that ball got away, and it just sort of died in the grass up the line there. And tell you one thing, credit Bates. Great base running. He didn't hesitate. He's just steamrolled around second. That was a long throw for the first baseman, Cooley, to make.
0-2 pitch is just outside for ball 1. Great take there for Peyton Pollocky.
And that'll be the first error of the game for Madrid. on the night, 3 errors so far for ACGC.
Bridgewater gets a signal from Owens. The pitch. Low and outside for ball 2, so deuces are wild here in Guthrie Center.
Like I said, I interviewed Peyton, and he was very confident when I talked to him in the preseason, but it was not like arrogant confidence. It was just, he just knew how to play, and he strikes out there.
Yeah, swing and a miss for strike number 3. That'll be Bridgewater's 4th strikeout of the game so far. And up to bat now, it'll be Blaze Dorsey. Blaze Dorsey will be DHing for Joe Fagan at shortstop in this one. He has an average of 149 on the season with 4 RBIs. He's got a chance at 5 here. Pitch number 1 is high for ball 1. Great take there by Blaze Dorsey.
We're in the bottom of the 4th, but you see the infield is in, at least in the corners, and a little bit in on the middle infielders. Oh.
Nice breaking ball there by Bridgewater, right in there, and Blaze Dorsey didn't have a chance at that. So Tatum Bates with his dirtied up jersey at third base, looking across the plate here. Pitch number 3 is fouled off, and it'll be 1-2 for Pollocky, or Dorsey.
They might find that baseball come football season.
They might. So 1-2 count now for Dorsey. Score 2-2 here in ACGC. The pitch fouled off once again, and he defends. We'll do it over for 1-2. That's going to cozy up right next to the field goal in the football field there. The track as well as the football field are right on our right side. A lot of foul balls go over that way. The 1-2 pitch is just outside for ball 2.
Good pitch and a good eye from Dorsey.
Yeah, definitely. Blaze Dorsey steps back in. Bridgewater gets a signal out of the windup. Hard and chopped to shortstop. It's going to be Preston Wicker. He lets it get past him. And bobbling it is Mason Mormon in left field as well. So it'll be an easy RBI for Blaze Dorsey. And just some unfortunate fielding there from Preston Wicker. Let it get past him, and that's a costly mistake as it breaks the tie 3-2.
Well, that was a hard ball because Wicker had to backhand it at short, and it took a wicked hop. Again, Dorsey, I think, should get a single there.
Strike number 1 goes to Jackson Frang. He's in left field, and he has a runner on first in Peyton Pollocky, or Blaze Dorsey, sorry. The pitch here is high and fouled off, and then will land in the football field once again. So it'll be a...
For Dorsey, that would only be his 5th RBI of the season, but again, a tough play for Wicker to try and backhand the ball, and ultimately he didn't take an extra base, and no error on Mormon either, who bobbled it and left.
High for ball 1 as Jackson Frang takes it. He's got Blaze Dorsey on first. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Bridgewater throws, and soft chopper on the left side. It'll be foul. Goes towards the away dugout. So we'll do it over at 1-2.
And you got to credit ACGC. I mean, Dorsey in the 8th spot on the order. A lot of times when you're a 1A team, you don't have the depth that maybe some of the higher classes have. So how much production can you get from your 7, 8, 9 hitters? And they get a big RBI from the 8 hitter.
High and outside for ball number 2 as Blaze Dorsey takes it. So 2-2 count now for the number 8 hitter, or number 9 hitter. 3-2 your score here in Guthrie Center. The ACGC Chargers lead the Madrid Tigers. Bridgewater looks over at first, gets his pitch, and just low for ball number 3. So it fills up the count at 3-2 for Frang. Frang averaging 185 on the season. Also has the only home run for the Chargers, as well as both teams. The Madrid Tigers have no home runs going into this game.
He's also 2nd on the team in RBI, so he's come up in a lot of run-scoring chances.
Full count, and it's chopped towards shortstop once again, and thrown over to first. It'll be in time for out number 2. A bang-bang play there at first. Very close call, and a great field from Wicker. He recovered from that unfortunate error/single earlier. It's kind of up in the air on whether that was a mistake or it was just out of his reach.
Well, that ball was hit slow. I mean, and he waited on it. And he almost got hurt at first.
High fly ball to center field. It'll be Peterson with the duties, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. It'll be Brady Springer on that catch, actually. So we'll stay at 3-2 with your score as the ACGC Chargers take the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back for more baseball action here right after this.
Got a leak, a clog, or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom? Furnace or AC needs some attention, or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
We're back here in Guthrie Center on 96.5 KSOM. Emerson Bridgewater finished off last inning. He has thrown a total of 73 pitches, 42 of them being strikes. And we're back here for Noah Kading to take the mound once again, along with the rest of the ACGC Chargers. Due up for the Madrid Tigers, it'll be Colby Owens leading off, and then it'll be Easton Halverson and McCoy Cooley. Colby Owens walked in the first and flew out to second base in the third. And let's see if he can look to put one on the board here. 3-2 your score. And we had a nice error for Blaze Dorsey in the last one, which brought a runner in. A hard, hot shot to second base. It'll be an easy out there to start off the inning for this ACGC Chargers defense. And, yeah, I mean, Blaze Dorsey kind of just had one right towards shortstop, and Wicker couldn't really get his hands on it. It went into left field, and that allowed for an RBI to come in. So Colby Owens will ground out to second base this time. He flew out to second base in the third, and that'll be Easton Halverson. Hard swing and a miss for strike one. A great pitch there by Noah Keating. Gets the bat to come around.
Madrid leading on the softball field 7-2, last I saw.
Inside, really close to the thigh area for ball one. So it'll be tied at 1 now.
I guess that's in the bottom of the 4th inning. Over. It seems like it's miles away, but it's not. It's, I don't know, a couple of football fields away.
Just a little bit. The 1-1 is fouled off towards the football field, and it'll be 1-2 now for Easton Halverson. 283 on the season so far with 15 hits. And a soft pop-up to shortstop, and that'll be a can of corn for Joe Fagan.
And that was pitch number 82 on the 9th for Kading, so he's starting to get up there in his pitch count as we, have the bases empty with 2 out in the 5th inning. But again, he is only allowed 1 hit, Jack. It's pretty impressive. He's had some control issues. He fought through them, especially the last half inning.
Yeah, and we'll see what he can do with McCoy Cooley here. 2 easy outs so far in this inning. High and outside or inside for ball 1 to McCoy Cooley. He had reached on an error in the first and flew out to second in the third. The 1-0 pitch is high for ball 2. McCoy Cooley rocking 25 in this one.
Kading used to going a long way. He's thrown 105 pitches. That's the most in a game this year.
The 2-0 pitch is just on the low edge for strike number 1. McCoy Cooley takes it. And I think the question is who they'll go to once Noah Kading once his time runs up. The 2-1, it's a hard swing and a miss for McCoy Cooley. Ties it up at 2. I mean, Noah Kading has been doing great so far, but I think he'll run out of time before this game is over. McCoy Cooley steps out, gets a signal from the coach in the first base box. Steps back in for the 2-2. Kading brings it. It'll be just on the outside corner, or on the outside for ball number 3. Fills it up at 3-2. ACGC Chargers trying to hold on to their lead of 3-2. The 3-2 count is low for ball 4. And another walk for Noah Kading as his control is questioned late in this one.
Yeah, it's been inconsistent, but he's been able to pitch through it. He has 5 walks, 5 strikeouts so far in the game. In terms of who they go to, Peyton Poliski pitched Saturday, but he only threw it 2/3 of an inning. He would be their primary guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, despite having a lot of runners come on, a hot shot to shortstop. It'll be Wicker who isn't able to get to it. It's actually Fagan on that. It'll get past, and I think I'd rule that a single.
Yeah, it had to be backhanded. That was towards the hole. Fagan had to range over and then go low. It was a perfectly placed hit by Springer, and Madrid has a threat here in the 5th.
I think with that, that's Brady Springer's first hit on the season.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and he has 17 at-bats going into this one. He has 3 RBIs, 5 walks, so definitely a guy that's in that lineup quite a bit, but gets his first hit here in ACGC. So ball number 1 goes to Connor Petticard, the number 8 hitter. He's averaging 161 on the season, 5 hits and 3 RBIs. And he'll take a walk over to head coach
Bryce Dean.
Bryce Dean, yep.
Yeah, Dean wants to talk with Petticord. I mean, this is, again, the bottom of the order. ACGC got a big RBI hit from Dorsey in the 8th spot to give them the lead in the bottom of the 4th inning. Can Petticord come through with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th, in the top of the 5th?
He struck out twice in this one, in the 2nd and in the 4th. And then coming up on deck, it'll be Mason Mormon.
And now is not the time for Noah Kading to lose control when you're facing the bottom 2 hitters.
2-0 count now. Soft foul towards the left side. It'll end up on the fence of the football field. So it'll be 2-1 the count for Connor Petticord. He's DHing for Evanoff Viglo at 3rd base in this one. The 2-1 pitch is a soft grounder. He'll step on the bag for out number 3. That's Peyton Policky on that out there. It'll be a fielder's choice to finish off the inning. So the threat is there, but nothing comes to cross the plate here on Guthrie Center. The score remains 3-2. Your ACGC Chargers lead here on KSOM.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on...
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
We'll see a new pitcher here for the Madrid Tigers as Emerson Bridgewater steps out. It's going to be Levi Cockler, and Chris Varney will have more on him.
All right, Cockler is a sophomore. He is making his 4th overall appearance of the season. He does have 1 start, no record, and an ERA of 11.45. He's thrown 3 2/3 innings. He's allowed 8 runs, 6 earned on 5 hits. His walk 7, struck out 5, hit 2 batters. Opponents only hitting 192 against him. So obviously a lot of control issues, maybe all or nothing, either walk or strikeout, and control will be key for Cockler with his team only down by 1.
Emerson Bridgewater came off the mound. He ended up pitching 73 with 42 strikeouts, or 42 strikes, sorry. He ended up with 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 3 earned runs, and 5 hits as well. So 3-2 your score here in ACGC as the Chargers try to hold on to their lead and maybe add some more here in the bottom of the 5th. First one is a strike for Will Scram. Tommy Scram's younger brother. He's averaging .312 on the season. Just on the outside for ball number 1, ties it up at 1. Tommy Scram wearing number 11. He has 9 RBIs on the season so far. He's starting in right field. Cockler gets a signal. It'll be low for ball 2.
Scram, of course, his first at bat, he popped one up, but it fell in for what we thought was going to be a hit, but they forced out Tommy at second base, but then Will did the same thing in the third. This time got a single for it.
Well, Scram steps back in the box. Cockler gets a signal, the 2-1. It's fouled off towards the backstop, and it's just low of the fence clearing, and it'll stay inside the park, and we'll have an assistant coach from Madrid come and pick it up. So 2-2 count now for Will Scram. The pitch, a breaking ball that kind of went wild there. It went on the outside. He kind of lost control of it, left it hanging, and it'll fill up the count at 3-2. Full count for Scram. And a hard foul on the left side. That'll be out of play.
They reached for that one. I guess there's some folks over there. There's a huge tree on the top of the hill. There's a slope beyond the dugout. People like to sit up there and watch the ball game.
We'll do it over at full count now for Scram. High for ball 4, so Cockler walks his first batter that he faces in this one.
Well, you got to be patient with a pitcher like Cockler here. I mean, obviously it's been all or nothing. Walk, strikeout, you have to try and pick your poison. And at this point, walks are just as good as hits. You just want to get on base if you're ACGC.
Yeah, and the reality is it's never easy. I mean, Cockler, to come off the dugout at 5 innings into the game and be completely cold, throw like 5 or 6 warm-up pitches, thrown back to first, there'll be nothing going, though. For number 2, Chase Slaybaugh. And Cockler to come in with maybe 5 or 6 warm-up pitches. I mean, he's not going to be perfect no matter what. Cockler out of the stretch. He'll get a signal.
Third baseman is way in. It's not Viglo, so they made some.
A bunt on the right side. It'll be Cockler handling it, and it'll be in time for the sacrifice bunt. So he'll bring the runner Will Scram over to second base, and he'll succeed on the sacrifice bunt.
Wicker is now playing at third. Bridgewater stays in the ball game. He's at shortstop now for Madrid.
So one out now for the Madrid Tigers defense. They'll try to keep these ACGC Chargers at bay as Ben Franzine, the big cleanup hitter,
They're going to walk him.
They're going to intentionally walk Ben Franzine.
Well, he had a big hit, one of the big hits of the game, a 2-out, 2-run double in the third that tied the game at 2, and they don't want anything with him, so they sent him on.
So runners on first and second now for Noah Kading. First one is behind his back, and it'll be a pass ball, and runners will advance with no issue. So it'll be Ben Franzine at second and Slaybaugh at third.
No, that's definitely a wild pitch. I mean, there was no chance for the catcher Owens to stab that one. As, again, with Cockler, it's all or nothing. You just don't know what you're going to get at times. He's got some nasty stuff, but sometimes the stuff also turns nasty.
The 1-0 pitch now for Kading. Outside for ball number 2. So a nice hitter's count for Kading now. He's on the mound in this one, but we might see a substitution soon. He's mostly run his course on the pitch count side. Hard fly ball or line ball to left field, and that'll be an easy single. It'll be an RBI as well for Noah Kading, and that'll increase the lead to 2 here in ACGC. 4-2 your score now as they extend the lead to 2.
Well, Scram scored easily there. A nice hit ball by Kading to reach for it and just pulled it into left field on a hard liner. Scram scored easily, and Franzine is able to scamper all the way to third on the play. And we'll see a runner for Kading.
Yeah, helping out his own cause there. And we'll see number 12 come in for ACGC. We'll see if Chris can get his name.
And that's Andrew Baumert.
Andrew Baumert.
Baumert.
Baumert, okay.
Sorry.
So Tatum Bates will be up to the plate now. He had that nice double in the second inning to left center, and he was hit by a pitch in the third. He was also caught stealing in that second inning, which caused the side to retire.
Big inning here for ACGC, looking for a little community insurance in this game.
Cockler looks at the runners, throws it down to Owens, and it'll be a ball. So 1-0 count now to start off the at-bat for Tatum Bates.
Bates has a good eye, too. He's walked 18 times this year in the top 5 in the conference in bases on balls.
The 1-0 pitch be just outside. That was right on the edge. A great take there by Bates. Cockler wanted that one. Hitters count now for Bates. Cockler will be just outside for ball number 3, and Noah Kading really showing his eye here. Runners on first and third for Bates. Cockler looks at the runners once again, gets a signal. And just on the outside edge for strike 1.
I was told by a manager, a minor league manager once, who was a former major league pitcher, he says, any pitch, if you swing on 3-0, it's not a good swing.
Bates takes ball or strike 2 without much contest. So full count now for Bates with runners on first and third. A great opportunity now. Cockler gets a signal, and Bates will call time. Bates rocking number 24, and this one he's an average of 263 on the season. And it looks like Dean will come out to talk with Cockler.
Meanwhile, we're being invaded by ants.
Yeah, I've killed like 6 or 7 of them with my fingers.
At least they're not red.
Yeah, they're crawling all over my scorebook, and
yeah,
I wouldn't kill them if they could keep book for me, but I don't think that's in their range of abilities.
Well, better ants than flies.
Definitely. So Bryce Dean will walk back to the dugout after that pep talk. We'll see what Dean had to say to him. Full count now for Tatum Bates.
If you're Madrid, this game could slip out of hand real quick if Bates can get a big hit. So this is a big situation here.
The pitch. Hard ground ball to shortstop, and bobbling it is Wicker. He'll try to throw it to first, but it'll be way out of time as Ben Franzine comes in. So I'm going to rule that an error, Chris. I mean, he kind of bobbled the ball there, and he tried to, I think he was originally thinking of flipping it to second for the double play, but, I mean, he knew he was out of time, and he tried to throw it at first as a, last chance out, but way out of time there.
Yeah, and I don't mean to correct you, Jack, but Bridgewater is now playing it short. Again, the defensive changes. Bridgewater is now at shortstop, but he waited on that ball, and he let that ball play him. You got to go get that ball, and he was thinking maybe I could get a force at second.
Hard ground ball to Bridgewater, and he'll throw it to second, throw it back to first, and a chance that the double play does not come to pass as number 8, Peyton Politsky, is way safe on that one.
Well, again, this time he fielded it much better and took his time. He had plenty of time to get the force play at second for the second out. Baumert running for Kading all the way to third on the play. But, again, the error, that will be an unearned run.
Blaze Dorsey up to bat now. And he's going to swing at the first one. It'll land on the football field way out of play behind the backstop for strike 1. Runners on first and third for Dorsey. DHing for Joe Fagan in this one.
Dorsey is the go-ahead RBI.
Clocker, and it's going to hit Dorsey, and that'll load up the bases now for number 7, Jackson Frang. And Jackson Frang, a guy that despite being number 9 on the order, he seems to be one of the strongest hitters on this ACGC Chargers team. 15 RBIs.
Not high in the batting average, but he has RBIs. He has the only home run of anybody on the field.
Hard fly ball on the right side. It'll be out of play.
And he's got ducks on the pond here, Jack. This is a big chance for the Chargers to really push this game completely out of reach.
Jackson Frang is definitely one of the men be able to do it. The 0-1 is going to be inside. It'll get past Owens, and no throw will be made to home. And that'll be another run to come in for this ACGC Chargers team as this is starting to get out of control.
Well, Baumert running for Kading scores up and in on that pitch by Cockler, and Owens could not handle it, and everybody moves up.
So the count will be 1-1 now on the wild pitch or pass ball. Clocker with an inside pitch for ball 2 to Frang.
And this was a close game at the start of the inning, Jack, and suddenly it's now a 6-2 Charger lead with 3 big insurance runs here.
And Jackson Frang steps out, calls time in the middle of Clocker's windup. I think
there was a baseball on foul ground.
Yeah. Can't play with a baseball on the field.
Did you just hear what you just said?
2 baseballs on the field, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
Hard ground ball on the left side. It'll turn foul.
Not foul by much.
So 2-2 count now for Jackson Frang as he walks back to the box. Jackson Frang, a 185 average on the season, 15 RBIs, and the only home run on this Chargers team. A soft blooper to the right side. It'll be caught by first baseman McCoy Cooley. And few runners come to pass for the ACGC Chargers, but I'm sure not as many as they would have wanted. So the score 6-2 here in ACGC Chargers lead on KSOM.
This is Jeremy with Brocker Carnes and Carnes. You can
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Call Community Insurance in Audubon today at 712-563-4422 or stop by at 422 Tracy Street in Audubon.
Welcome back here to Guthrie Center on 96.5 KSOM as Noah Kading will take the mound once again. And he's deep into this game. It'll be ball 1 to go to Mason Mormon. It'll be righty versus lefty to start off the 6th inning. Noah Kading with the 1-0 pitch. Just on the outside once again for ball 2. So Mason Mormon to start off the at-bat with a nice hitter's count. 348 on the season. 2-0 pitch is in there for strike 1 as he kind of made like a 25% swing on that one. He'll step back in. Noah Kading will get a signal out of the windup. The 2-1 pitch. And a hard foul ball on the left side. That one was a laser. 6-2 your score here in Guthrie Center. The ACGC Chargers lead, and now they're looking to keep these Madrid Tigers at bay. The 2-2 pitch now. A soft grounder to shortstop, and with the duties, it'll be Joe Fagan who doesn't throw it in time, and Mason Mormon will be on with an infield single. So kind of a slow roller to Fagan, and not the hardest throw ever made to first base, and that's some good hustle there.
Fagan took too much time. I think fielding that ball, and the throw was a little high, and that's going to be it. It looks like for Noah Kading. He's gone 98 pitches here tonight. I think that's going to be it.
Yeah, definitely a strong showing for Noah Kading. He had those 2 runs allowed in the first. Neither of them earned, actually. It was kind of a series of errors made by his defense that caused those runs to come in. And, I mean, overall, a great showing. He had 4 strikeouts.
So we'll take a pitching change timeout while ACGC brings in a new hurler. We're back in a minute here on KSOM.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
Start working towards your degree by stopping into Iowa Western Cass County Center to change your future today.
High school baseball on KSOM.
So coming on the mound for the ACGC Chargers, it'll be number 1, Tommy Scram. He started off at center field in this one. On the mound, he has a record of 1-2 with 12 2/3 pitched. An opponent batting average of .391 and an ERA of 8.84. 12 strikeouts so far in the season.
You know, saves, Tommy is kind of like number 3, number 4 in the rotation. So only his second time in relief here, but he's pitched against some really good teams on the year. He's been given tough assignments like Pleasantville, Ogden, Interstate 35, and Woodward Granger are the 4 teams. That's 4 of the better teams in the whole conference.
And you'll start off with a tough assignment here in Emerson Bridgewater as the order starts over. Emerson Bridgewater has a runner on first and Mason Mormon. Scram the lefty just outside for ball number 1 to Emerson Bridgewater, as it looks like it'll be actually a balk. I think what you're looking at is the center fielder, am I right?
Frang is in center now.
Yep.
Kading's at short.
1-1 count now for Emerson Bridgewater. Scram will step off. You'll look over at second base and get the signal from Bates. Shakes at the first one, the second one, the third one, and says yes to the fourth one. The pitch here. Hard line ball to left center field. It'll drop for a single as Mason Moore will try to extend it to 3.
Oh, what a throw.
It'll be safe. So close, and a great throw there by Frang is just late.
Frang threw it right there. It was right there. And just a great slide by Mormon.
So it'll be a runner on first and third now for the Madrid Tigers, and coming on to try and decrease this lead, it'll be Eli Peterson, as Cole Deppy is still out after that collision in the second. Bridgewater on first, Mormon on third. And a quick flip over to first is safe. That was a very clever move by Scram. 6-2 your score here in Guthrie Center. The Chargers lead. First pitch of the at-bat is low for ball 1 to Eli Peterson.
And there's going to be another balk. And that will allow the run to come in. That's the second balk of the inning. So Scram coming in cold from center field, not getting a chance to warm up and not getting into a rhythm here. And he balks in a run.
That'll decrease the score to 6-3. Decrease the deficit, sorry. Peterson shows bunt. It'll be successful, and sliding is Scram, and in time. What a play by Tommy Scram. A slow bunt towards the left side. Scram slides in, nabs the ball, and a perfect throw to Franzine for the out.
Yeah, at this point, ACGC has a 3-run lead. You want to get out. You want to keep the Tigers out of the big inning. Bridgewater moves to third on the sacrifice by Peterson. But what a great play by Scram.
So on now for the Madrid Tigers, it'll be Preston Wicker, the third baseman. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Good breaking ball.
Yeah, great breaking ball. Kind of had him swinging out of his shoes there. The 0-1 now to Wicker. He'll take it low for ball 1 as Bridgewater is on third. He's got a ribby opportunity here and a chance to bring this game back. The 1-1 pitch is in there for strike 1 or strike 2 as Wicker looks at it. So 1-2 count now for the number 3 hitter.
It's either a four-seam fastball or a slider, and it had a lot of movement on it. I think that's more of a four-seam fastball.
The 1-2 pitch here. Swing and a miss. It's a drop third strike as Bates will look at third for a while before throwing it to first for the out. So it'll be a strikeout for Tommy Scram, his first of the game. And up to bat now it'll be the cleanup hitter, Colby Owens.
Well, he's had good movement, a good curveball, even one that just missed inside, which was a good take by Wicker, but then he comes back with a four-seamer and then a breaking ball that goes in the dirt. You say, why is he swinging at one in the dirt? Well, look, to the batter, it looks like it's going to come in belt high, and it just dives down low at the last second.
Colby Owens averaging .236 on the season. He'll take ball 1 on the outside. 13 hits, 14 RBIs, and he's playing behind the plate in this one. The 1-0 pitch is high for ball 2. Colby Owens has this nice straight up stance on the right side. Very square. Scram gets the signal, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, swing and a hit, it'll be on the right side for a blooper into right field for a single. And that'll be an RBI single as Emerson Bridgewater comes in to score. So the lead is decreased to 2 as the Madrid Tigers are fighting back here in Guthrie Center.
By the way, the line on Kading is now complete. He went 5+ innings, allowed 3 runs, only 1 earned on 3 hits, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 98 pitches.
Up now is Easton Halverson, the second baseman. First one is in the dirt. A great stop there by Tatum Bates. It looks like it actually hit him.
I don't think so.
And
Halverson's saying it did, but I don't think so. I didn't think it hit him at all. Halverson, maybe he's saying it did. He did a little hop. Maybe give him a golden statue. I'm not sure, but it. I don't think it hit him at all.
Yeah, he got about a third of the way to first base, and the head ump just starts shaking his head.
Give him points for effort there.
So it'll be a 1-0 pitch and 1-0 count instead, and a swing and a miss for strike 1 to Halverson. Runner on first for him, it's Colby Owens. Scram gets a signal, looks over at first, out of the stretch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 2 nice pitches there by Tommy Scram. Halverson averaging .283 on the season so far. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. It freezes Easton Halverson. And they managed to keep the lead alive as it's 6-4. The ACGC Chargers. Madrid Tigers starting to fight back in this one, though. We'll see what they can do on the defensive side here on KSOM after this.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race you to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic, and then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
Welcome back here to 96.5 KSOM and YouTube.com and streaming live on WesternIowaToday.com. And here with your play-by-play coverage is Chris Varney.
All right, thank you very much, Jack. Great job. New pitcher for Madrid. Their third of the night is Caden Lorzel, a sophomore. He's making his 6th appearance of the season. Does have 1 start, mostly in relief. 0-1 record, a 5.25 ERA. In the 8 innings he's pitched this year, he's allowed 9 runs, 6 earned on 8 hits. He's walked 9. He has struck out 4. He's hit 3 batters. Opponents hitting 182 against him. So sort of similar numbers to Cockler, who went 1 inning and allowed 3 runs. And I believe only a couple of them will be earned. In that 5th inning, he only allowed 1 hit, but he did walk 1. He hit a batter and threw a wild pitch as well that allowed a run to come in. 6-4, ACGC with the lead, so they're looking for insurance here on the bottom of the 6th inning, and Madrid in the top of the 7th would have 6, 7, and 8 batting. McCoy Cooley, Brady Stringer, and Connor Petticord would be the due hitters for Madrid in the top of the 7th inning. So again, the West Central Conference matchup here in Guthrie Center.
Starting things off for the Chargers.
And they get double headers tomorrow. Madrid gets to play Pleasantville, and ACGC gets to play Van Meter. Tough games coming tomorrow.
Yeah, and a tough conference. I mean, this is just the stuff you kind of come to expect as one of the smaller classes or one of the smaller schools in this Western Iowa or West Central Conference, sorry.
Yeah, it's tough. There's some good teams. Here's Tommy Scran to lead things off. He wants to bunt back towards the mound, fielded by Lorzel, and he throws to first, and just in time to get the speedy Scram. He bunted it too close to the mound, and Lorzel was very methodic and made the play. 1 pitch, 1 out.
And speedy he was. He was hustling down that base path. He wanted that.
Scram was scampering, but they got him. Now here's the younger brother, the 8th grader, Will Scram, and he takes a strike, 0-1. Will has reached base all 3 times, once on a fielder's choice. He singled and walked and scored twice. The 0-1 from Lorzel. Swing, and that's a drive hit into deep center field. That'll fall in there for a base hit right in front of Springer, and it's a 1-out single for Will Scram, his 2nd hit of the night.
Bringing up number 2, Chase.
And that'll bring on Slaybaugh. He has found holes. He has 3, should have had 3 hits if it wasn't for his older brother who didn't get forced out at second base. He's going to, I don't know if Will will have the guts to go to Tommy and say, listen, well, I could have been 3 for 3 tonight. 6-4, ACGC with the lead, and now Lorza will check the runner, Will Scram, who has 8 stolen bases, actually now 9 because he stole 1 back in the 3rd. Madrid able to get a couple of runs in the top of the 6th inning. ACGC trying to get him back. Another throw to first base. Madrid has now left a total of 10 men on base tonight. They only have 5 hits, 3 of them coming that inning. Here's a bouncy ball to first, but foul by Slaybaugh, and it's 0-1 to Chase, who is 0 for 1. He has walked a sacrifice bunt, and he scored. Also struck out. He had a sac bunt against Cockler. From the stretch, the 0-1 from Lorzel. And that's a fastball that goes way up high. He missed badly with it. Owens has to stand up to snare it. 1-1 the count now to Slaybaugh. Tomorrow we'll be in Griswold for softball doubleheader action as Griswold Cam will take on Fremont Mills. The first game will be a makeup game from one that was washed out last Monday, and then the nightcap will be the regular scheduled game. Throw to first and easily back is Will Scram, but that uniform will need laundry services. 1-1, and again he missed badly with it, way up high. That was high for Will Chamberlain. That was high for Randy Johnson. That was high for Emerson Bridgewater. 2-1 the count to Slaybaugh. And that one's in the dirt, and a good job by Owens to keep it in front of him. And that keeps Will Scram over at first. But 3 balls and a strike, the count now to Slaybaugh. 6-4, Chargers with a lead. 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the 6th. Swing, and there's a drive, foul ball, left side, and the orange jerseys give it a look-see, and it gets out of play. Looks like there's a big pine tree that's right on the foul line down there, beyond the wall and left. lot of interspersed pine trees beyond the outfield fence. Breaking ball and a little squibber in the dirt, and it trickles back to the backstop as Slaybaugh stays alive. The count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just barely got a piece of that breaking pitch. Lorzel checks the runner at first. The 3-2. That gets away. It'll go back to the screen, but it's ball 4. There's no reason to rush. Although the catcher Owens doesn't want Scram to go to third. But it's a walk. And now first and second, one away for Ben Franzine. He has the only extra base hit of the night, which is a rarity really for both teams. They do not hit extra base hits. Swing, and there's a drive. Hit deep to right center field, but backing up, it's going to bounce in front of the center fielder Springer. He misplayed that a little bit. The runners had to hold up, and they were able to advance ahead, barely getting into second base with Slaybaugh. It looked like it was hard hit by Franzine, but it's going to go for a long single. Anna Springer thought it was maybe going to hit over his head, and it ended up dying, and it bounced right in front of him. Second hit of the game for Franzine. The bases are now loaded.
Yeah, great stat line for Ben Franzine in this one. 2 hits and 2 walks, one of them intentional.
Here's Katie now. First pitch is fouled back to the football field. They'll find that one in the fall. 0-1 to Noah Kading, who is 1 for 3 and an RBI single in the 5th. Kading, the pitcher of record here for ACGC. The 0-1 swing and a miss. Good pitch by Lorzel. 0-2 now to Kading. Ducks on the pond for the Chargers. They lead it 6-4. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th, looking for Community Insurance. A breaking ball that hit him. Did it hit him in the shoulder? I believe it did. Or did it hit the bat? Kading is saying that it hit him. Now they're saying he's out. Kading is called out. What is the ruling there? I don't understand that at all. Unless he was out of the batter's box. Was he out of the batter's box? If he was out of the batter's box and it hit him, then he would have been out. That would be the only thing that I can think about. First pitch now to Tatum Bates is fouled back out of play, and it's 0-1. I think the umpire told him that he was out, and Kading looked at him as if he was stunned. I thought it hit him, but unless he moved up on the plate and was out of the batter's box, I'm befuddled. The 0-1 is in the dirt. Good job by Owens to keep it in front of him. 1 ball, 1 strike. A strange play there where it looked like Kading might have been hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, or did it, I thought for a moment it also might have hit the bat, which would have been a foul ball, but they say it hit him while he was out of the batter's box. The 1-1, and that floats outside and low. Good stop again by Owens. 2-1 the count to Bates. ACGC with a 6-4 lead. Bases loaded for the Chargers. Now 2 outs in the 6th. The 2-1. And that was the slowest version, and it goes high by Lorzel. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike now to Bates. I'm sorry, he also has a double in the ball game. Swing, and there's a bouncing ball, and that is a fair ball right down the left field line. It'll roll on the foul ground. 1 in, 2 in. Bates with a 2-out, 2-run single, and ACGC leads it 8-4. Right down the line, a bouncer. Might have gone over the third base bag, and it's a 2-run base hit for Bates. Little Community Insurance there as both Will Scram and Chase Slaybaugh come in to score. Franzine stops at second. Still 2 outs for Peyton Politsky. And the first pitch is high for ball 1. So they get the 2 runs they lost in the top of the inning. And back to a 4-run lead to give Tommy Scram a little bit breathing room in the top of the 7th inning. The 1-0 pitch is way up high by Lorzel. Again, due up for Madrid. It's Cooley, Springer, and Petticord, 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup in the top of the 7th. Politsky is 0 for 3. And a swing out of his for strike one. Politsky reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. He has also flied to center and struck out. And now 8-4 Chargers in front of the Tigers. The 2-1 from Lorzel. And an off-speed pitch that was fouled back to the screen by Politsky, and it's even now at 2-2. Politsky's just built like an athlete. I mean, he just looks like a ball player. You know, he fills out his uniform well. You know, he's muscular for basketball. He's a good hard charger rebounder. He's strong. The 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike three, and that will retire the side. But a big clutch, 2-out, 2-run single by Bates. 2 runs for the Chargers on 3 hits, a walk, and 2 men left aboard. Last call for Madrid. We go to the 7th. It's now ACGC 8 and the Madrid Tigers 4 here on KSOM.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
So Tommy Scram trying to finish this one for the Chargers and get them into the win column. Just 2 below 500. And he'll face Cooley, Springer, and Petticord, the new hitters for the Tigers, as they look to try and get base runners on here on the top of the 7th inning. Scram did give up a couple of runs in the 6th inning. One of those runs was charged to Kading, who gave up the leadoff infield single, and he left with 98 pitches. And Scram gave up another hit, a sacrifice, a strikeout, a 2-out RBI hit. There was also a couple of balks in there by Scram that forced in a run. Kading gave up a single on the 1st inning to lead off the game by Emerson Bridgewater, and he did not give up another hit in the game until the 5th inning by Brady Springer. With 2 outs, there was a walk right in front of him, and then Springer got a hit. But Kading got a bounce out to end that threat. First pitch to Cooley, and did it hit him? Yeah, it did. Low, and it looked like he was trying to get out of the way and kind of tippy-toe around that one, but it nicked his jersey right around the ankle. And so the leadoff man aboard for Madrid here on the top of the 7th inning will bring on Springer. I don't think you can bunt here. You're down 4. You need base runner. Snap throw by Scram, and Cooley is back to the bag. He has 4 stolen bases, but I don't think you can run either. You need a big inning. We're here on KSOM in Audubon, Atlantic, and a breaking ball inside by Scram, and it's 1 ball to no strikes to Springer. Normally you'd think bunt at the bottom part of the lineup, but Madrid needs as many runners to get aboard as they can. That's way up high by Scram with a fastball. 2 balls to no strikes. Springer is 1 for 3. He singled his last time up against Kading. He is 1 of 5 hits tonight for the Tigers. There's a strike at the outside corner. 2-1 to Springer. Springer bounced out and struck out. But, of course, that single was his first hit of the year for him. And that one is sliced down the line in right foul. And as it bounced harmlessly to the ground over by the ACGC bullpen. And it's 2-2 to Springer. Springer was 0 for his first 19 on the air before getting his hit in his lucky 20th at bat. Seems like he's swinging with a little bit more confidence now. Scram, though, is even with him. Runner at first, nobody out. Top of the 7th, the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, he chops one, swinging bunt, charging or Harding, getting to the ball as Bates, I should say, and he makes the play to first. It'll go as kind of a sacrifice, but down to second goes Cooley, and ACGC will gladly trade the runner advancing for the out. It was kind of a swinging bunt, and it just kind of died up the line at third, and Bates threw the mask off, pounced on it, made the play, one away. I don't think this is Petticourt, is it?
It is not. This is a pinch hitter, it looks like.
So we got a new hitter in here for Madrid. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss for strike one.
Isaiah Q. Chris.
Isaiah Q. I was just getting that. Isaiah Q. He's 0 for 5 on the season. Strike two called. Isaiah Q is a junior, and Scram is ahead of him. No balls and 2 strikes. One out, runner at second. The 0-2. And a breaking ball misses him inside. Q jumps out of the way of that one. How many 65s do you see come to the plate?
Not very many, Chris.
No. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Q. Swinging foul. Got a piece of that one. Got it back to the screen. And it stays at 1-2. Good cut there. Mormon is on deck for Madrid. 1 out in the top of the 7th. 8-4 ACGC with the lead. From the belt is Scram. The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Second strikeout for Scram. 2 away. And here's Mormon. So he is the last chance for Madrid to try and continue the ball game. And trying to get it in the hands of Bridgewater on the top of the lineup. From the left side is Mormon. And the first pitch, Scram on the outside corner for a called strike. Mormon got rid of Katie with an infield single to lead off the 6th and later scored on a balk. And that pitch, a fastball low, 1-1 the count to Mormon, who was 1 for 2 with a walk, a couple of stolen bases. Runner at second, 2 outs, top of the 7th. And a defensive swing that he hold up. A check? Yeah, he did. They appeal, and he did not go around. Good job by Mormon to hang in there. 2 balls at a strike. Scram almost got him to chase one. 2-1 pitch. Look out. That one sailed high, way high. He missed badly with it. And a good job by Bates to keep the runner at second to stand up and stare it. 3 balls at a strike to count to Mormon. Lefty-lefty matchup here. The pitch. And it's high ball 4. So Scram now is allowed 2 on, and that will bring on Bridgewater. So the potential tying run is on the on-deck circle. Bridgewater is 2 for 3, and his courtesy runner has scored twice.
And he lined to left center on the first pitch of the game. A beautiful swing, and this is definitely the guy you want in this situation.
If you're Madrid, of course, the first pitch is a breaking ball that just misses outside. 1-0 to Bridgewater at .333 hitter. Really the best hitter on the team, and there's a strike on the inside corner, belt high. Upper part of the zone, 1-1 to Bridgewater. First and second, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. ACGC is an 8-4 lead. The tying run in the on-deck circle, the 1-1, is way up high. And it's 2 balls at a strike to Bridgewater. Eli Peterson would be next. And that one's up and in. 3-1 now to Bridgewater. Peterson had to replace the injured Cole Deppy, who collided with his own guy earlier in the game. 3-1, swing and a miss for strike 2. Power versus power there, and Madrid down to their last strike. First and second, 2 outs. They'll be moving. The payoff, no, what? A ball comes in. It got away. Madrid had guys warming in the bullpen. Scram a good eye. I didn't see it.
Yeah, they're warming up on the left side. That must have gotten past the catcher. That's an interesting way to pause the game.
All right, here we go again. The payout pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, and they're loaded. And that will bring the potential tying run to the plate.
Bridgewater draws the walk.
So now the Tigers have Tigers on the pond, and that's going to bring a visit to the mound. So Tommy Scram running into problems here in the 7th inning. Is he going to stay in the ball game, or do you bring in Politsky potentially to try and shut the door on the ball game? And this is a conference with the whole infield. So you have Peterson, who came in for Deppy, and you have Wicker after that. And you have a 4-run lead for ACGC. So both coaches meet with everybody, except for the outfielders. They didn't get a conference. The infielders got a conference. The runners and hitters got a conference. Everybody has conferences. We'll see what happens now as Peterson steps in. He is walked and a sacrifice. First pitch, way up high, pops out of the mid of Bates, but the runner at third cannot advance. That's Cooley. He's at third, Mormon at second, Bridgewater over at first. 2 outs at the top of the 7th. 4-run lead for the Chargers. 1 ball and no strikes to Peterson. The pitch, there's a strike on the inside corner, and it's even at 1-1. Boy, as high as that last pitch, I don't blame Peterson for taking. Here's the 1-1. That's a strike 2 called on the inside corner. And once again, Madrid down to their final strike. 1-2 to Peterson. Scram moving quickly. Breaking ball fouled away to the football field.
Wait, good job to defend the plate there if you're Eli Peterson, keeping it alive, and he gets a chance to see another pitch.
They do not want to go down looking. Peterson stays alive. Scram's got to make another one. Peterson steps in. The 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's the ball game. Scram makes it interesting in the 7th with a hit batter, 2 walks. But he strikes out Eli Peterson, and that ends the ball game. And ACGC will sweep the 2 games against Madrid as they win it here by a final score of 8-4. We'll take a break and come back and wrap this one up here on KSOM.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
About where you'll be in 10 years? This is Cindy Wetterland, Iowa Western Cass County Director, and Iowa Western in Atlantic is here to help you change concern to excitement. Find a career that will give you the earning potential you've dreamed of, or the career that fulfills you more than any amount of money ever could. Our dedicated, experienced instructors will unlock your passion for learning.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
All right, final score 8-4. ACGC with the win as Tommy Scram made it interesting. The tying run was brought to the plate, but he got Eli Peterson to strike out, and that ended the ball game. And the Chargers get their 9th win of the season, Jack. And Noah Kading did a good job pitching-wise. He allowed base runners, but he got out of jams a lot. And ACGC built the lead, and when it looked like Madrid would come back, the Chargers got the runs right back.
Yeah, and Noah Kading with a great job. He had those 2 runs in the first, which were kind of out of his control. It was kind of on the defensive side that caused those runs to come in, but beyond that, I mean, great job. And then you had Tommy Scram come in. It was kind of struggling at first. I mean, yeah, he had those 2 balks, Chris, which actually had one bring in a run, but after that, he really started gaining control. He started looking a lot better on the mound there, and he made it interesting at the end. He knew we were broadcasting tonight, and we needed a good moment. But
he wanted to play out the drama.
He did, and I mean, Tommy Scram able to close it out. Great job.
He's a good ball player, and again, I did an interview with him. That's on our website at westerniowatoday.com. Line totals in the ball game for Madrid: 4 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. They leave 13 men on base. For ACGC, 8 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors. They leave 8. Noah Kading the win. He's 3-2. Emerson Bridgewater the loss at 1-2. Time of the ball game is 2 hours and 11 minutes. Madrid falls to 6-14 and 3-12. ACGC goes to 9-11 and 6-10 in the West Central Athletic Conference. Big win for ACGC tonight as they defeat Madrid by a final score of 8-4. Coming up tomorrow night, we'll be heading to Griswold. We'll turn our attention to softball as the Griswold Cam Tigers will battle the Knights of Fremont Mills. It'll be a doubleheader tomorrow. The first game will be played at Griswold, but I believe Fremont Mills is going to be the home team on the away field. But it's a makeup game from a game that was supposed to be played down in Tabor last week. They'll make it up tomorrow night, and then we'll have the nightcap for you as well. So it'll be 5:30 for the first pitch tomorrow night right here on KSOM. We got a big one for you Wednesday as Harlan hosts Underwood in baseball action for you. So that's going to be exciting as well. And then we got baseball playoffs coming up on Saturday. Want to thank Fletcher Toft, doing a great job keeping us on the YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe our Western Iowa Today TV channel. And our video is always powered by Nishtanet, technically awesome. For my partner, Jack McKee, this is Chris Varney signing off from ACGC High School. Once again, reminding you the final score here tonight. ACGC 8, Madrid 4. Good night, everybody, from Guthrie.